Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Disco Kitty the Crappy Crafter. It is that time of year again, one of 2 times a year when I go to gaming cons. It'll be, well, it's already been technically. Today is Monday of last week and the convention is the upcoming weekend, which will be the weekend before I post this when, you know, timey-wimey stuff. But anyways, so we're here. It's time to make a new pendant. This year, I'm not going to go with a dragon theme like I have for the past 3 or 4 years. This year, I found myself, well, I've had this for a while and I haven't used it yet. It's this little 3D mold of a little mushroom house. I don't remember where I got it. I got it at Sophie and Toffee. I suppose I should have known. Anyways, so I'm not gonna make the whole thing because can you imagine wearing that? That would be huge. Absolutely huge. That would be huge. So I'm gonna make half of it. Just the front half. We'll leave the back half someplace else. And we're going to try to decorate it a little. I don't know how well that's going to work. But yeah, so let's just get right into it. I don't know if this is going to work. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is dust the mold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use pigment powders, multi-chrome powders, that kind of thing. And we're just going to brush them straight onto the mold. This works best with chrome type powders, chrome and multi-chrome and multi-pigment and stuff like that. It works best with those very, very, very super fine powders. Something that would give you a metallic sheen if you were to use it on gel nail polish. Now this is what I tried to do kind of with, you know, last week's thing, except that would have been put directly onto the resin while this is being put directly onto the mold, which works a lot better, let me tell you what. But I did this backwards. I should have done the red mushroom first and then come back and cleaned off the spots and then put the white down on the spots. And it's kind of funny because here I am, I'm putting this gold underneath, right, on the stem and on the underside. But that white powder is going to come up more gold than the gold powder is going to, and it's going to be weird, but whatever. It's neither here nor there. It looks pretty darn cool in the end anyway. But yeah, here I am putting on some on the drapes and the little windows. And we're going to make the windows red on the inside, and I'm not sure why. Just dumb. But that's okay. But yeah, I should have gone through. I should have done the cap in red and then gone back and cleaned out all of the dots. But I mean, I think it worked out pretty well. It just took a little bit longer because I had to fix the dots after putting the red on. Anyways, so we're going to be making black resin, and I love this resin. Oh, excuse me. I seem to have picked something up from the convention. Make sure that you mix it and stir it. Stir constantly for 3 minutes minimum. Scraping the sides and the bottom. Now I am going to degas this a little bit. And I made way too much resin. And I seem to have managed to not film me filling the mushroom, but I just poured black resin into the mushroom and I had way too much left over, so I'm dusting this mold, and then I'm just gonna pour it straight into the next mold. But I mean, because the mushroom was a very rounded mold, there weren't a lot of places for it to catch bubbles that I could squeeze them out. Unlike the leaf. The leaf has pointy bits where I could squeeze out bubbles. But yeah, I mean, it comes out really well in the end. It's a very simple project. We like simple projects here, don't we? So I did cook it for 3 hours. And then we'll take it all out. And remember that the resin oven that I use is meant for tumblers. But I love it because it's huge and I can put this whole cutting board in there. And yeah, I think this came out super cute. I love it. I really do. Yay! But now it is time to put some kind of back on it. I searched for a pin back. I know I have one. I don't know where they are. I will say it again in the outro, but I know I got a couple with a kit, but I just can't find them. Anyways, so we're roughing up the backside because we're gonna dome this in UV resin. I made sure that all of the edges were nice and, clean and not sharp. And we're gonna put some UV resin on, partially to hold this thing down. Like I said, I couldn't find my pin backs, so I'm gonna put a little lanyard string on it, a little keychain lanyard string on it, and it'll be good enough. I will be able to stick it to my badge holder, and nobody noticed anyway, so it's all good. And all of those pens that I've been making, the ones with the little shaker tops that look like a bunny or a cat or a bear. Yeah, I was able to give away some of those, like maybe a half a dozen. I don't know. People just don't care about pens anymore. Yeah, should have turned that so I could hold things. I'm trying to get this all UV resined up so there's a big blop in the middle. And we do it. I love this lamp because it has a bunch of different settings, and one of the settings is a slow ramp up for 99 seconds. It starts at the lowest and then ends at the highest, and I just love it. It works really well. But yay, this worked really well. It lasted all weekend, and I am happy with it. So cute. Well, that came out super cute. Here it is. I had decided I wasn't going to wear this one as a pendant because I have a giant badge holder that I got from Total Confusion some years ago. And that thing is like huge. And every time I wear a necklace, it falls in underneath it. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to stick it right on the badge holder. I'm not sure how. I really wanted to have a pin back, but I don't have any pin backs. I mean, I do, but I have no idea where they are. And I thought about just finding an old pin that I don't like, or maybe even going to like the dollar store and getting a cheap ass pin that I don't like and just popping the pin back off the back. But I was sure I had a pin back somewhere. I don't know, but I know I have pin backs somewhere because I got a couple in a kit. They were the bar pins. I don't know. If I find them between now and when I leave Thursday, last week, of course, then I will rip this off and I'll put a pin back on, and if not, then I'll just figure out how to string this on to my badge holder. But, yeah, I think it came out super cute. Super cute. Super cute. And, yeah. So what do you think? Yeah? Okay, anyways. With all that being said and done, I'll see you next week. Stay safe.